Welcome to another edition of the Dementia Care Partner Talk Show. Now, here's dementia care expert Teepa Snow and your host, Greg Phelps.
Hello and welcome to the Dementia Care Partner podcast series. I'm your host, Greg Phelps, along with Teepa Snow. Teepa, things like baseball, football, soccer, hockey, all the things I love, Broadway, travel, the Olympics, well, I wasn't going anyhow. Virtually everything has been affected by COVID-19. So, great time to have a conference. What you gonna do?
Yeah, as soon as it started in March, we were going, oh no, well, shall we hold? What do we think? We get past the, we were early on going, well, maybe. And then as we move further, it was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So we're going to have to do it virtually. And at first we were like, oh, we were whiny like everybody else. We were missing the fellowship and the camaraderie and the,
Well, there are lots of hugs in PAC when you're there.
There are lots of hugs. There are lots of high fives. There's lots of, oh my gosh, oh wow, this is what you look like, because we've often met each other otherwise. But it's always good to see people truly, our first conference, people all over the world were there. And we had people from all walks of life, families, individuals living with, professionals of all sorts and stripes. And so it was really great. The good news is we're going to have the same people. And you don't have to look for parking, and you don't have to pay for a hotel room, and you don't have to get a flight, and you don't have to do a lot of those things. All you have to do is show up online and have Zoom. And you don't even have to have Zoom. We have Zoom, so all you have to do is log in.
Okay, so the part of Greg's little brain immediately goes to, okay, how is this going to work? Because you had so many different sessions running concurrently. Can you do that with Zoom? Can I have more than one topic going on? Can I drop in?
Yeah, you can. Actually, what you'll need to do is decide which one you want to do in real time. Okay, so you get to pick, for instance, there's 4 things going on at the same time because we're covering all different types of dementia. And we're doing it several different ways. So one way we're doing it is just what are some core symptoms and how do you know that might be very probably what you're looking at in a functional symptom way. And as part of that, we have people who are family members, people who are professionals, and people who are living with the condition. And so we have over 55 people who are living with various forms of dementia who are coming to the workshops and to the conference to be part of it. And we have speakers. So we have that. So you pick which one. Do you want to go to Lewy body disease? Do you want to go to young onset? Do you want to go to frontal temporal dementia? Do you want to go to, would you rather go to, vascular dementia? So you get to pick of those 4, which one do you want to be at? And then you can pick a second concurrent later on. For each of the times, we have several concurrents, but then you can get a recording so that even though you couldn't be there in real time, which didn't work before, you can actually view the recording of the Zoom webinar and you would be able to watch it later and listen to it later. So you can actually get all 4 of them, even though you're only attending one at a time. And you'll be able to do that for a whole year after the conference.
Now, some of your speakers are going to face unique challenges. Can we do a sing-along on Zoom? Can we that had the bonkers that we waved around and made the noise with last year? Some of those ones, what am I going to have to use my pencil and my coffee cup here to sort of participate?
Yeah, well, we've had to do a lot of modifying. We've had to do some pre-work. We'll be doing some posts. We also have a country western singer whose mom developed Alzheimer's, who's going to come and do some singing and some talking and some working with us and being present with us. And he'll do some live performance, but then we'll do some conversation. And then we'll encourage you guys to do some things. And some of it will be solo, but you'll get to be present in part. We are having to really think through how we're doing some things, but we have our friends who are in the music world who are helping us out, and we're expanding our brain games a little bit in this area and giving ourselves some different ways to do things, even though, our goal was to actually, at some point somebody had the goal that we were going to all do a dance all at the same time. What's it called? Bob. Bob. It's like, I'm actually relieved that we're virtual because my skill at the mob thing, I wasn't very skillful at the mob thing. But I have other talents, but the mob thing, left and right, but I'm game for almost anything. So I think what I'd say is it's going to be different. We have figured out that sometimes people get really excited about being together, even virtually. And the plus is you can take breaks if you need to, and nobody need know, that you're actually laying on your bed while you're doing this and drifting in and out. I mean, that's up to you. We want people to participate and enjoy, but we also recognize life happens. And
so every time there's a challenge, there presents a new opportunity. And this one, as you say, the fact that I'll be able to bank the material, because last year that was one of the frustrations, was when you wanted to be in one and you wanted to be in another. Luckily, I could sort of run around and sort of see them all, but it would strain some people who don't multitask.
Yeah, and the other thing is you get to pick if you want to go network with everybody or you need a break and you're just going to go get a cup of coffee on the porch and you're not really, it's up to you. You get to choose a lot more of what you do. And there are ways to chat because we're using an app called Hova. And it's WHOVA. It's a free app. You can check it out ahead of time if you want to see what it's sort of like. But it gives you lots of avenues to interact. And we will have all our vendors there, our sponsors, and they'll bring things and they'll do special things and we'll do special things. We've been working pretty hard to see how we can make this as interactive as we can, given the reality of virtual time and space.
I think the biggest challenge is going to be the buffet, because last year it was spectacular. So this year it's going to be a little more,
Yeah, that's the bad news.
Yeah.
You're going to have to plan for your own intake and output because we don't need to share bathrooms and we don't need to get the food all fixed at the same time. But you are going to have to deal with your own food fixing and your own self-maintenance.
So have you pressed the total button somewhere? How many hours of content would there be?
Oh, we are talking a large number. It really does depend on how you do this. In real time, we're talking at approximately, I think it's somewhere around 25 hours are possible if you go from beginning to end, depending on what your particular profession requires or allows for. But if you spread it, if you add them all up, all four, we're talking about enough CE type situation that you could actually, and you can do this afterward and it still counts toward many CE credits because we do have quizzes. We do have a way for checking that out if you need that. We've done a good bit of work here.
Thanks for bringing that up, because that hadn't even crossed my mind, and how brilliant people can sort of bone up on a whole bunch of stuff all at once. Is there somebody that's in charge of that they should talk to?
Yeah, obviously it's conference at tipasnow.com, but it's the two people that are the most in control and helping us out, Mary L, and Shelly Edwards. And the two of them are heading this up and getting this to happen. And of course, you can ask for other people. You can do info@tipasnow.com and Laura or Corey will help get you where you need to be. But certainly we are encouraging anybody who's interested. Oh, the other good part, when we do a live conference, everybody has to pay. But if you are doing this and you don't care so much about the credits and you don't need to get credits, 2 or 3 people can use one device. You guys could decide to get together on your own and then come, and you only have to pay for one ticket there.
Marvelous, yes. But if you want the CEs, you have to follow an ascribed protocol that people want. Yeah. Tipa, thank you very much. Looking forward to the conference, and looking forward to the return of more baseball, more football, more hockey, more soccer, maybe some Broadway. I think that's still dark, though, isn't it? It's bad, So.
It's bad. That's the sad part, is things we love to do together. It's really hard to figure out how to get together. So at least with the conference, we figured out some things. We've got movies to look at, watch together, comment on. We have people coming together to share about their experience living with dementia in a way that's really pretty creative. So I think it may be something well worth checking out if you haven't ever been. And if you've been, come back, because I think you'll find we've done some good things to make it all come together.
Thank you again. That's our podcast for today.